Leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of
that is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. But today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Touchdown, Browns!
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop.
They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Browns drive about to get started.
5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
2nd and 8.
Throwing, Mayfield.
Now there's the former Dolphin, Jarvis Landry.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Fights loose. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, was strictly the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards?
It's like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. A first down throw for Mayfield. And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. From the gun, Mayfield, and that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mayfield. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon Davis coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. To throw, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now...
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's going to go up top again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 13. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Handoff comes to Chubb. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. His throw caught at about the 5.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that mattered...
That's caught inside the 20. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. First down, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
That catch good for only a couple. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Mayfield on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And this is back to a 5-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll find Hall.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On play action, here's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Keanu Neal, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield on the move to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Powers through him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Tua now on first down. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll take... this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike, four. Watch the screen. Pass.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Let's see what you got.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield on play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They run. Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there for the Dolphins.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Flushed it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the...
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Mayfield to throw.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mark Andrews, 84 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Here's Baker.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's got Fuller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Tua now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And the Browns are right back in this football game. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Staying on his feet. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.